squat every day, day 1,221, 200 kg, 31st day in a row. That's some heavy ass shit.
What if another 1,000 days go by and I make zero progress? Like nothing.
So I kind of watched this video a little bit ahead of time because I wanted to make some parallels in like aim training in video games in general if you want. What if you kept on just aim training, or what if you just played your FPS, or what if you just played your esport, your your game another 1,000 days, another year, if not, and you didn't improve?
None of the lifts moved. Nothing's moved. I've continued to put all this effort in and I'll get nothing out of it.
What happens? What do you do?
Zero. Would I be happy? Would it be worth it?
I think these are really good questions, and it because it begs to ask the question, why are you doing the things that you're doing? Um, for me in aim training, it's like I just do it because, like, in the beginning, I thought I could do it to try to get good at Apex, and then maybe like try to like get in on the Discord on Battlecord, play with some other people, try to get up to master, and then once I'm at master, try to get into like Predator or whatever. But it's just really hard. That's really hard. Um, that's what initially made me start to aim train, and then now it's like different reasons.
I think that question is very important to think about. It puts things into perspective. It checks your motivation, it checks the reason why you're doing this.
Yep.
Um, if you're in a circle of friends and you're talking about what makes you tick, and some guys might be sounding all wholesome and honorable and they're there for the right reasons or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to lie to yourself, man.
Yeah.
You can just sit there by yourself while listening to this video and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why? What are my insecurities?
Yep.
Why do I want to be big and strong?
Well, I want to be just good at one thing in my life for once. I think a lot of people have like no control over, or seemingly, perspective wise, no control. Go to a job they hate or whatever. Maybe they have like little to no friends or whatever. Maybe they got a wife, maybe they got a girl, who knows? Like, what are you doing for as a hobby? You just watching TV, you just doing whatever? And it's like, when you choose a hobby, you do it because you just like to do it. You get a little dopamine from it. You get to control a part of your life.
Why do I want to be strong? Why do I want to deadlift 300, squat 300? For what reason? These are some deep questions, and
Why do you want to hit a certain rank in voltaic benchmarks? Why do you want to hit master? Why do you want to hit grandmaster? Why do you want to hit nova?
I often ask myself when I have these crappy days, what am I doing, man?
Yep.
Why am I doing this?
I ask myself the same question whenever I have a shitty day of aim training. I don't hit any PRs. Um, I don't. I'm not within like 10% of like my maxes or whatever. I'm just like, God, this sucks. What's off?
You'd have to be a pretty mentally unwell person to do something for 1,200 days
Yeah.
and do it for some soft reason. You're doing it just to be cool so you can impress that friend of yours.
You doing it just for try to get some clips? You want it just for the followers? You want it so you can be in with the popular crowd? You want to be doing it for the cool kids?
Or impress that chick that you want to get so you can be somebody in life. I've
Yeah.
made it. Got 300 kilos. I'm somebody.
I made it. I hit master complete. I made it. I hit grandmaster complete. I hit Nova complete. I did it.
Uh, there are many different reasons why people go about things, but for me, it is very hard to summarize some of these thoughts, some of these feelings that I have. But for me, I think all of this stems from something deeper than just filling out a freaking t-shirt or picking up a chick or whatever. I'm a married guy, man. I've got 2 kids. um, like, I don't need to attract anybody, man. Like, I'm very, very happy where I'm in life, what I have. Very, very happy. So I'm not a single guy. I'm not chasing no girl. I'm not trying to impress mates. Um, I've got a very, very small circle. You know, my family, my close friends, very, very small. I don't rub shoulders with a whole lot of people. I'm not what I used to be when I was 20 and have like 50 people in my circle and I know everybody. It's not like that anymore. So don't really care about impressing a stranger. Don't really care about impressing some girl or whatever. I've got a wife, man, kids, man. Like I said, like I'm fine. It's not that. I think what makes me chase this so much is that, how do I go about describing this? It's a sense of freedom. It's a challenge. It's art because I can do whatever the hell I want to do.
It's an aspect of your life that you have control over. Yes, it's freeing because you control it. You decide like how much you want to do, how long you want to do this. It's art in that you're just expressing yourself. The same thing goes for aim training, you know? I'm using fucking a mouse and a keyboard to try to hit some dudes in a video game. All right? How meaningless is that? But even worse, for Kovacs, you're not even hitting other players. You're just hitting dots. It's you versus yourself. At least with the weights, there's like some sense of like, I don't know, I just pick this up. At least the weightlifting has like some sort of like usefulness in life. Like you can do stuff easier. With aim training, there is no real useful application of aim training in real life.
I can break every single traditional wisdom. I can just go about it how I want to go about it. No strings attached. And I love that. I've got influences from what I've read. I got attracted to a certain style of training,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm following that, tweaking it as I go along, searching, discovering this body.
Much can be the same can be said about the same way for aim training. Everybody trains like differently, you know? You want to do static one day, reactive another day, dynamic another day, precise another day. You want to do a little bit of everything and just be general? Or do you just want to main one thing? Yeah, aim training is still like a new thing.
The laws of the body, the laws of biomechanics, the laws of adaptations. I'm kind of going about this my way, and it's so freaking satisfying to me, man. I cannot begin to explain to you how I feel when I think about training, when I think about this journey of mine, because nothing in my life comes close to this. Everything else, there is a discourse
Yep.
with somebody. There is a rule, there is a protocol. There's something guiding me in this direction, in that direction. This is free. Literally, I can do whatever the hell I want to do.
Yeah.
When I get results, it's me.
Yep. Same thing. Same thing with aim training. When you hit that PR, you did it. No one else helped you. No one else like kind of guided you. There wasn't any other technology helping you out. It's just you.
When I don't get results, it's me also. It's me.
Yep. You are the one at fault for not going harder. If your mental was off, you were off.
It's beautiful, man. The intellectual side is a big component to this, trying to work it out, trying to discover, trying to test things. I'm part of the community of weightlifting, training, all that stuff. I'm listening everywhere. Everywhere I can, I listen.
Same thing. Like, I am part of like the aim train community. I do try to, listen to like what other people try to say and like educate. And it's tough to try to like take it all in.
But I don't trust anything 100% until I test it out and I feel it for myself.
Yep. I mean, aim training, you have this mouse is good, that mouse is good. Do I use these skates? Do I use this mouse pad? Do I do this? Do I change my sense to this, my FOV to that? So on and so forth. It's so many parallels.
And I love that. In this realm that we're in, training with a freaking barbell, you don't need to be a physicist to conceptualize the speed of light, to understand where the freaking planets are, the universe is, is it expanding, is it collapsing? These things are like fantasy, man. With the barbell, you can test it, you can feel it, you can taste it. You can do like all of your senses are engaged.
Yeah.
There's no imagination. You just go about it. And the simplicity attracts me so much. There's that element. And there's also an element of a deep down, I guess some of you guys have called me a stoic. Not that I knew what stoicism even was, but there's this aspect of it that it's actually teaching me how to live my life. It's an escape. It's a challenge. It's a struggle. Mm-hmm. And all of those things carry over to real life. Discipline, good, bad, day, doesn't matter. You're rocking up, you're doing it. I'm doing something that I don't want to do on some days.
Yeah, same. I mean, I wake up some days and I'm just like, or at least on the days where I have to go to work, it's like, I just don't aim train on those days just because, I mean, I can't. I'm at work the entire day. But whenever I come home, I'm in there.
And I force myself, and I always get that great feeling afterwards. It feels freaking amazing that I did it, even though I didn't want to do it. That's what success is. I mean, I'm not well read in philosophy. I'm not well read in anything. Like I've done some reading. I've read some books, mostly history and autobiographies and things like that. But a lot of these ideas that I have, a lot of these takes that I have is basically me doing things, me thinking about things, and me looking for patterns in my life with the barbell, in my relationships, and just kind of constantly trying to summarize, constantly trying to make sense of things. And the barbell, this journey, there's a lot of carryover, man. There's a lot of carryover, and I see the effects of the barbell teachings in the other aspects of my life. I really do.
I mean, you can make the same argument with aim training, doing it over and over again. Most of the time in aim training, you are failing. That is from the perspective that you want, let's say you want to hit a certain score. Most of the time, 99% of the time, you are not hitting that score. But that 1% of the time, you will hit it. All right? Then what happens? That new score is now old. Now you want to hit this new score. So, What happens again? You are getting better, but what happens? 99% of the time, you're not hitting that score. Until that 1%, you get that score.
And so that's what kind of keeps me going. And even though, let's say in another 1,000 days, I have the same freaking numbers on the bar, the same freaking numbers, I still would say to you it was worth it because of all these other things that I just explained. It's not just a objective thing. It's not just a numeric thing for me. Could be for you, and that's cool as well.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, that is not the connection that I made. This is not the bond that I made that led me to 1,200 days in a row. Nothing like that. To me, this is much, much more than some freaking arbitrary numbers. I've said many times in the past that I'm not going to be setting any world records. I'm not going to be anything special. This is a journey that somehow I stumbled upon to share it. And here I am. But all of these days that are piling on, and trust me, sometimes it's almost like I get nervous looking at the freaking numbers that I'm typing day in, day out. Because it's, so much time has passed. It's like an ultimate
Yeah.
milestone accountant. It's like, my God, another day, another week, another month. I've done a month of this now.
A month
A
of this?
month gone by. Where's that time gone? So that kind of time pressure kind of always plays its tricks on me. But I'm very, very happy that I've done what I've done. Because it's a large body of work, and it makes me good that I've done that and not wasted it.
Yeah. I mean, it's never a waste of time to do something that you like doing or love doing, either or. As long as you like doing it, it's not a waste of time. Yeah.
I've done something, and that's really cool. I've done many other things in my life as well, but in terms of the journey, in terms of what you guys know about me, what I've opened up about in my life, through the social media aspects, I'm very, very happy with what I've achieved. I'm very happy who I am, and the journey I've created. It's nice. And another 1,000 days, here I come, because my reasons are different to most, I think. And I encourage you, make some deeper connections with things that you want to do. Make some deeper connections. Really ask yourself, why am I doing this? Because if you're doing this for something else, for some peripheral, some external, weak, shitty freaking reason, it's not going to last, man. It's not going to last. You need to connect with things on a deeper level. And you're not going to be able to do that by tricking yourself or sounding tough to yourself. You got to sit down and ask yourself some tough questions and look yourself in the mirror and be like, what do you want out of this, man? What do you want to do, man? How do you want to do it? And then, do you have the courage to pursue it? Do you have the courage to take on the criticism? Do you have the courage to fail? Do you have the courage to feel embarrassed sometimes? Do you have the courage? Because if you don't have the courage, if you're a pussy about it, don't even start. Right? Have these conversations beforehand. Work.
Well, I think I kind of disagree with that point. If you don't have the courage and you're a pussy about it, don't start. I would say just do it. Let's say you have like a hobby that you like doing, but you got into it for the wrong reasons. You only grow to like something because you just like do a thing a bunch, all right? Like let's say like what I said. I started aim training for Apex because I thought I was good at aiming in like a lot of other games. Then Apex showed me, oh, you actually suck, and I still kind of suck at Apex. But you only really grow to love something by doing it over and over again. So, I don't have the courage to do it over and over again. It's like just keep doing it. You know, just ignore your feelings about, oh, I'm having an off day, I don't feel like it. Just go in and do it, especially on those off days.
Work out the basics, the foundational ideas, the feelings. Once you sort that out, go for it. And don't let anybody tell you anything. Just go for it. You know, bad days, good days, screw them. Go for it.
Just
Put the
go.
work in. Do it. Um, I believe eventually you will get something out of it, even if you can't measure it. That's a cool thing to me. Appreciate all of you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.
Great video from Yvonne. Freaking awesome. And I really like all these like random days. He'll have like just profound thoughts, and I can just relate it to aim training. And that's what I like to elaborate on, because I think it's just fun. So once again, great video, man. Freaking awesome. Keep going. And that's about it. All right. Later.